Hello and welcome to the Valley Bet Champions League preview. We are down to the trophy zone. 4 teams left in the European Premier League competition. Surprise package Leipzig will be taking on Paris Saint-Germain in the first of our preview, while overwhelming favourite Bayern Munich will take on Olympique Lyonnais on Wednesday night. Well, Charles is our guest on this preview today. Charles, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for having me on the show tonight.
It's good to have you too. If you're just listening for the first time, you kindly drop your comments below and subscribe to this channel as we bring you the latest updates from the world of football and tennis. So, Charles, we are down to 14. Leipzig, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, and Olympic. Which of these 4 teams will you say have surprised you the most?
I would say Leon. In the space of about 2 weeks, they have been able to knock out Italian champions Juventus, and just yesterday they stunned majority by knocking out one of people's favorite Manchester City. So I believe Leon has been the surprise package thus far. The way they have set up, the way they have played has been really amazing. And I hope on Wednesday they'll be able to put up a good fight to give us a good semi-final game.
Okay, so Leon has surprised you the most. But let's talk about another surprise package, Leipzig. Julian Nagelsmann's side, Leipzig, was founded in 2009, and in the space of 11 years, they've made it to Champions League back to back. They are, of course, in next season's Champions League, and they are in the semi-final for the fourth time. And you wouldn't call this achievement fluke, right? What do you make of Leipzig's achievement in the Champions League? The consistency.
I think it has been an incredible feat in the sense that they have been able to compete with season campaigners and have been able to knock them out, playing a very attacking and attacking-minded football. I believe the coach always gets the setup. The way they have set up and the way they have played without fear is actually commendable. Not all teams that will come to the Champions League for the first or the second time and be that attack-minded. So they play without fear and they make it fun to watch. So that is one exceptional thing about this current Leipzig side.
Now, talking about the attacking flair, they lost a major component of that attack. Talking about Timo Werner, Chelsea, in the course of the transfer window. And we both expressed our fears about the loss, about what the impact was going to have against Diego Simeone's season campaign, as I'm talking about Atletico Madrid. But it didn't look like they missed him one bit. If you agree with me, it didn't really look like they missed Timo Werner in that game, and even the coach alluded to that fact.
I think
Is it down to the system?
The way they played, it was not as if they really missed him. Being the fact that they had guys that could step into the seat and be able to score goals. Don't forget the likes of Sabitzer has been exceptional for them in the Champions League, which to me has been like their best player in the Champions League this season.
So it's down to the system for you. Nagelsmann has an impressive system that regardless of whoever plays, against Atletico, surprisingly, he didn't even use a centre forward. There was no traditional centre forward in the lineup before Patrick Schick came in later on in the game. So I'm sure he will be planning for. Of course, we are previewing them. We're looking at how Nagelsmann, 33-year-old, is younger than Cristiano Ronaldo, is younger than Lionel Messi, how he's been able to lead a side into a side of who you probably never expected to even go this far. You've knocked out Tottenham Hotspur last season finally. You know that Atletico Madrid have been to the quarterfinals in 5 of the last 7 Champions League campaigns. You have to give this man due credit. Coupled with the work he's done at Offenham. How highly do you rate Nagelsmann?
I think to me right now is in my top 3 coaches in Europe. He has been exceptional. The way he sets up his team. What I really enjoy about his team is the fact that they are fearless. The way they played against Atletico, they were not reserved. They kept attacking, and Atletico couldn't cope with that. People talk about the fact that Atletico was poor on a general level, but I believe it was as a result of Leipzig's high pressure and the way they chased the game that made Atletico crumble to that. So being fearless as a coach is one thing that will take you far. The fact that you set up your team and you try to attack and play a very attractive brand of football is something I highly commend. So it's one of those that in the next few years will probably move to a bigger club and achieve great things in European football.
So while Leipzig fans probably be pinching themselves and they are telling themselves, wow, we are in the semi-finals. We are barely 11-year-olds and we are in the semi-finals of Europe's mega competition. For Paris Saint-Germain, it looks like finally, it looks like we are gradually cracking their code. After 25 years, they are finally through to the last four of the UEFA Champions League. They have to go back all the way to 1995 to see Paris Saint-Germain in the last four.
Yes.
What difference has Thomas Tuchel, another German, what difference has he made? What's been the difference in this Paris Saint-Germain side and the ones under Unai Emery, for example, or even as far back as Carlo Ancelotti that didn't go this far? What difference? What has he been able to bring to this Paris Saint-Germain team? Because for me, they look more like a team. I don't know if you agree with that, but what other difference do you think he's brought to this team?
I think it's more of the hunger. Most of the players they are getting, talk about Ria who have been there, Verratti who have been there trying to get this Champions League medal. They have not done so well in the UEFA Champions League for years despite spending a lot of money. So I believe he has instilled more discipline and that desire to become winners. Though to me, I don't see them as ready for winning the Champions League. But I believe he has been able to give them that level of maturity and the hunger and desire to succeed. The way they came back against Atlanta, you shows how eager they are to go very far in this competition and they believe this is their year and they don't want to mess it up. So it is not an easy feat to get to the semi-finals of the Champions League, and the new manager, what he has really done is to instill more hunger in the side, and that has really been the key compared to the past ones that have come and have not been able to stay the key.
Aside the hunger, they play more like a team now. They play more like a team. Neymar looks more settled. Di Maria is driving in the central midfield role. Verratti, of course, always brilliant. Mauro Icardi looks like they are settled. Thiago Silva is the rock at the back. And in Keylor Navas, they have the Champions League winning, player, someone who knows what it takes to actually win the big title. So they look more like a team now compared to say 2 years ago when it was more about the individual. Against Atalanta, for example, was on an unlikely hero, Motin, who came in as played a role in the first goal and of course for the late winner. So they look more like a unit now. Do you think that's something you give top ticker credit for?
Yes. I think he has been able to an extent, build a team that will do well both domestically and in Europe. They play more like a unit, though at times I don't really agree with the selections, to be honest, because at times he plays three rigid guys in the middle, which for that attacking side, for an attacking side like PSG, I do not think that is ideal. But he has been able to get a setup that suits a winning team, a team that wants to succeed, a team that wants to win the big titles. He has been able to instill that into the team. I agree with you that they have been playing more like a team compared to in the past. In this season's Champions League, they came up top in a group that has Real Madrid. I don't think they didn't lose any game throughout the group stage, if I remember correctly. So he has really done a fabulous job, and I hope they will give us a good game on Tuesday against Leipzig.
Now let's look at the game now. It's going to be an interesting game. Leipzig play with lots of players, like you mentioned. The
Yeah.
intensity of the press is something different to most European sides. And with Nagelsmann, I never really know what they have
Yes.
up his sleeve. Paris Saint-Germain, on the other hand, believe that this has to be their year. So they are under immense pressure. Despite the fact that they've reached the semi-finals for the first time in 25 years, they are still under immense pressure. They have to deliver. This is the title that counts for them. They better be won 4 trebles in the last 7 years.
Yes.
That doesn't really count. This is what
Yes.
everyone in Paris wants, the Champions League. Let it come back.
Yes.
So
Yes.
looking at that game, looking at different, Leipzig on the other hand will feel like they've probably overachieved. Nobody even expected them to get even past Tottenham Hotspur. Some people actually fancy Tottenham Hotspur against Leipzig. Now they are in the Champions League semi-finals. They don't feel like they are under pressure. Paris Saint-Germain has to get to the final, at the very minimum. And you saw the bit of pressure against Atalanta. You must have noticed that right towards the end, when they were training and they thought like, is this happening
Yes.
again? The role Barcelona comes to mind, of course, United last season. With different mindsets and different expectations, how do you think it will impact the game overall?
I think the players, the players are season campaigners in the Champions League. They have some winners there already, Neymar, already Maya. So I believe the three of them will be able to lift up the other guys and say, we have to do this. We have to get this over the line. We have to do what it takes. Come prepared with an attacking mindset to try and attack it, having it over the other attack. I see